Alright, welcome back to another video, boys. So today, we are going to be playing Escape from Tarkov for the first time on the channel, and I'm going to be showing you my loot run, aka where I loot. So if I spawn right here, by Queen, which is where I did spawn, then you can check all of these little, I guess, PC kind of cases, you know, like radio equipment and everything. GPU spawns everywhere here. It's really rare that you'll get a GPU here, but you can try and get a GPU. If you do scav in here, there's probably going to be nothing. This is a practice raid, so there will be less loot than in an actual raid. So yeah, if we just run this way, you can loot some rooms here. I don't really bother with this building though. It's just that main part that is really valuable. You can run up here. There's a few rooms that you can loot up here. I would also recommend getting some reserve keys. I do have some reserve keys. But as a scav, this is the run that I'll do. Early wipe, you can check here. Salewa spawns, ammo spawns, a lot of stuff spawns here. I would recommend running a BlackRock rig because they're relatively cheap off fence. Some good headphones, and then, you know, just like a Beta 2 backpack or something if you are PMCing this. And then I will tell you what keys I usually use. So the first spot that we're going to definitely hit is going to be running over, and then you will see 4 buildings, right? If you've never played reserve before, you will see 4 little buildings. You have white pawn, black pawn, and then the other 2. I can't really remember their names right now, but we are focused on that one. The one directly in front of the nose of the helicopter. Now, we are going to be hitting a few things here in the center. The first of which is going to be there's a little crawl space under here where there is a dead scav. There are also some random spawns here for weapon items. We're going to just loot that guy. And then under that guy is a duffel bag. You can loot the duffel bag under him. Now, you know, your loot run, you don't really have that much time as a scav. So, weapon box here, weapon part spawns here. As you can see, I've gotten a lot of expensive suppressors and stuff there. I've gotten a couple of 6 spears off there. Then if we run up to the helicopter, we've got a weapon box right there. Intel spawn right there. GPU can also spawn there. Weapon box. Nothing up here, although this is a good ratting spot if you want to rat as a PMC. I don't really rat that much anymore, though. Then you will see this room right here, right, is what we want to hit. Right on 2nd floor. So, what you want to do is, this is the room. It's called RBAK. You can get the key if you want, but there is a free way to get into it. You want to climb up to the 3rd floor, and then you want to jump out of, not that window, the window directly on the right. So you just hit your vault key, and you won't break your legs, right? So in here, motor, GPU spawns everywhere. I've even gotten a LEDX from a med bag that spawns here. You see PCs, so GPUs. You should just really be careful on your scav, because in my experience, you know, raiders come up here, usually. GPU can spawn there. Always a T-plug there, though, for me. Pipes and stuff, military cables can be there. Now, there aren't really many ways to get out here. Don't jump out there, you'll break your legs. So what I usually do is I just, like... you jump onto this roof right here, once again. Then there's a windowsill right there. And then you just hop on the windowsill and you'll slide down. Nothing really more to hit in that building. You can try other stuff. Running up here to the Black Pawn building. If you go down into the basement, there are some rooms you can hit. You know, this one goes down to, or one of them goes down to D2. I don't really recommend looting D2, but you can do it if you like. And then we're going to run over. You can do it underground, but we're going to run over to this side of the building. Just make sure you don't run out of stamina and reserve. This is a huge PvP map. Close this door. This is going to be a marked room. RBVO right there. Or one of the marked rooms. I can't really remember. So buy all the reserve marked room keys, except the one in D2. I will leave it in the description which ones those are. Down here, weapon boxes you can loot if you're going 0 to hero or anything like that. Nothing really to loot in these main buildings. So that's going to conclude this section of the map for now. If you do want to, which is what I do when I PMC, or when I scav rather, sorry. My servers, it's relatively quiet usually, so you turn on hermetic right there in this little electrical building. Then you're gonna run this way into white pawn building and down into the D2 bunker. You're gonna take a right here and then a left here. You know where you are because you'll see the little cat in the corner. You're going to head down the stairs, and I do have bots turned off. But what happens in the bunkers is you have AI. They're called raiders. They spawn with good gear, and you can kill them and get their good gear. I usually do it on my scav. You don't lose scav rep for killing raiders. They are friendly for a second to scavs, and if you have good scav rep, then they will, you know, stick with you, trust you, but they will start shooting you after a while. 3 boxes here that you can hit. These are food and technical supply boxes. Really good stuff can spawn in them. I'm gonna run down the corridor into these buildings. Then you can check their power. That's how you spawn the raiders. You turn on power. Then you can loot some of these filing cabinets. I don't really do it. Intel spawn right there on the table. Another intel spawn. And then you can break the glass here. Run through here. Weapon boxes usually in the corners of this room. Oh yeah, there's one. Right there in the corner. You can hit that one. Then we'll come this way. You can look for some random item spawns on the tables. Another weapon crate can spawn on there. In that corner. Intel spawns up there, and basically any of those little blue folder things that you see. Be careful for raiders at this point. You're gonna run in here, look at all that stuff, you know. Maybe kill some raiders, get some good armor and things. Then what you want to do is run down here, more spawns, you know, toolboxes, good for random item spawns. Don't run in there, that's just a bathroom, sorry. And then you can escape through the D2 extract, which will be down one of those ways. I will leave the map that I use in the description and the comment section down below. So then we are going to head back up the bunker system. Then here we are in one of the buildings again. Head up the stairs. Now we're going to make a very, well, not a very long journey, but here we are outside the Black Pawn building again. Reserve is easy to remember, for me at least, because of these little building systems here. Then I am going to show you what you will probably want to loot depending on where you spawn. So I am going to speed up the video here for a bit. Run over there. What we're going to do is run over to those buildings that you can see in the distance there. As you can see, White Bishop is right there. That's how you know where you're going. If you see White Bishop, just head in between White Bishop and this building right here that we already looted. Let's call this Tech Building. It is actually Black Bishop, but let's just call it Tech Building. So in between Tech Building and a Black Bishop, you're going to run over here. Sorry, Tech Building and White Bishop. Then you're going to run down this way into this building. Really good spawns. In here, medical items, Salewa's early wipe, really great. This is where I've gotten my Salewas the last 2 or 3 wipes. Run up here, you can maybe catch some PMCs off guard, or some scavs if you're a trader scav, or just PMCing in. Some spawns in that room, I don't check it though, not really worth my time. Nothing in here except on this little table you can get some random items, like, you know, some blood sets, stuff like that. In here, in all of these cabinets actually, are gonna be spawns. I've gotten, you know, propitols, morphines, zagustins, stuff like that. You can loot all these random rooms for just random items. I check in here because of the spawns in there. I found a lead axe in there actually, so be careful for that. Lead axes are really expensive items. In here, over there, more spawns. Over here, I've gotten a Salewa before. In here, some random item spawns. You can actually loot blood bags from there sometimes, not always though. Then you can head up onto the roof of the building. Then you jump down here. Weapon crate. Some random spawns on the floor. Then how you just head out of this building is you simply climb through there, no biggie. Then what I usually do is I jump down here. And we are going to be running this way, I think. No. We're going to be running this way. We run down the road through the little opening in the fence. Careful, these fences can hurt you. And then we have the 3 warehouses. Now, what you want to do here, these are called the K buildings, right? So what you want to do, toolbox spawn right here. On here I found a motor before. Motors are also very expensive items. I didn't take the one from earlier, but you did see one earlier. They're relatively expensive. Toolbox in that corner as well. If you want to run this way, I don't really have any luck with this part of the building. I guess there's multiple buildings. You can check in there. There's some random item spawns. Jacket right here. Then you run this way. There is sometimes a weapon crate there. We're going to be running this way. Weapon crate in the corner. This is a guaranteed spawn. This is always going to be here. Then if you run this way, items in the floor. Always check in those crates. This is just my standard loot run. I do have a few more ways that I do it. Weapon crate and dead scav can be there. You can check on here. There can be a motor over there. Motor over here can spawn. If you run this way, I know this doesn't look good. I'm sorry. This is a practice raid, but I will be sure to include some pictures of what I have actually managed to get from the stuff. Random spawn there. In the corner, you can also get a motor here. Don't bother with rook building. It's not really. There aren't really spawns there. That's where the armored train extract's going to be. You can double tap O if you didn't know to check your extracts, and if you have a red rebel, you can take cliff descent. Speaking of which, we are going to be heading over there right now. So you see, this is the K building. And what you can do if you don't really see much is what I was doing when I was learning reserve. There is, you see right here, 120 rounds of PS ammo. Really good. Grenade box right there. Impact grenade usually in there. But what you can do, and what I usually do, is you check around. Okay. Oh, you see there, mountain. There we have dome. So we're going to be heading up to dome. That's where the cliff descent extract is located. We're going to be heading over there. Scavs can be in that little building, on that little roof there. Just be careful for that. They really can hurt you. Scavs this wipe have been absolutely insane. My arms really have suffered this wipe. E2 is going to obviously be a PMC spawn. So PMCs can spawn over there. There's a scav spawn over by those 3K buildings. This is what we call tech building as well. This little building right here. Not the big one. That's obviously, you know, white pawn. But this one right here. or sorry, white bishop, but this building right here, what I usually do if I spawn over here is you've got two options. You can either head and loot that side of the map and maybe try and get some PvP in, or if you just want to mind your own business, there can be someone in there, a scav or a PMC sometimes. So what you want to do is you want to head over here, and this is basically going to conclude some people's run, if you do want to do it. This is why I do recommend running reserve as a scav usually, because there is a spawn here. It's called sewer, or an extract here. It's called sewer manhole. What you want to do is you want to come right over here, and then you will extract. You see, you cannot take backpacks to sewer manhole. I think the biggest you can take is a tea bag to manhole. But we will, if you want to continue your run, either you can take checkpoint, or you can take the fence out there. If you are a scav, you can just go behind that tank and then you will extract. So there you can extract with a backpack or anything. This map really is more scav oriented. Then you can head up here. And this is where we will have some great keys to loot. This is the main key area that I at least bother looting. So you can head up here, head through to this side. What you really want to do is, there are two buildings here, right? Two small little buildings, they each have safes in them. So the building on the right, or the left as you come in, there's going to be always a PC here, always a safe. Check up here because there's a spawn up there. Spawn in there for random items. Open these, there can be a weapon in there. There can be random ammos there. You can check the filing cabinets if you have time. Then in here, I don't have the key with me right now, but as you can see, safe in there, safe in these little buildings. You can, or in those little containers, you can loot them. Random keys can spawn over there by the tip of my knife. This is another way down to D2, down there. And then you can head over to here. Random spawns all throughout this first floor. I've gotten many a GPU from here. Countless GPUs from this map. This is why I love reserve. Intel spawns everywhere. You can check for spawns. Everywhere items can spawn. This is where you can head to the cliff descent extract. You need a red rebel paracord there. And then head through this way. Thank you. Then head this way. Up the stairs to second floor. And then in second floor you can't loot that. There will be some rooms here. This is a key that you can loot. There's nothing in here, but then at the end there is a key as well. Then there's another key over here. So really I'd recommend getting a lot of reserve keys, testing what works for you. Will of course leave all the keys I use in the description. And then you head up to third floor. Third floor, there's a lot of spawns here. Then you can head over to this side. Random spawns there, nothing really valuable. I don't really check it that much. Here by the folders there can be some random spawns too. You can head over onto the roof if you like. Hold on. There's a door. I'm stupid. There's a door. You can head onto the roof. And yeah, that's pretty much all we're gonna be looting today on reserve. Can head up here, of course. You know, you can come up here. It's really cool. I love coming up here. Spawns under there as well. I think you need to come here for a quest too. As you can see, weapon case over there. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will be sure to see you all next time. One thing, this run does take about 20 minutes if you hit the whole thing. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.